This video is sponsored by Squarespace. So I've been seeing a ton of Halloween TikToks on my feed, and I knew that I just had to try to make some of them. So today we're going to be making some Halloween TikToks that you all helped me vote for.
It's Tiffy Tries, because Tiffy likes to try things.
So about a month ago, I had a live stream where I had you all vote which Halloween TikToks you all wanted to create along with me. And I also created a list of items so you all could follow along with me. It was literally the earliest I've ever been at creating Halloween content because I needed you all to have time to order everything. But the live stream was so much fun. So if you want to hang out during our next ones, follow along with some DIYs, give me a follow over on my Twitch channel. Let's go ahead and get into the 3 different Halloween TikToks that I'm going to recreate. So the first one that I'm going to recreate is a crescent wreath, and I have been seeing these all over TikTok. So many people have been creating these. I've even seen them call them protection wreaths, and I've really been wanting to make one for my door for the longest time. So I was really happy that we were able to create this one. So I went to my local craft store and gathered up all the materials that I needed for this project. And I'm just gonna list them out just in case you wanted to make it yourself. So you will be needing one of these stick wreaths, some hot glue, glue gun, a bunch of different flowers. I'm also using moss, some wires and wire cutters. I'm also using clippers and whatever your little heart desires for decorating your own wreath. So I started off by cutting my circle wreath into a crescent shape, and I will be honest here, it was a lot harder than I thought to cut these sticks with my clippers. I was struggling. I was not expecting it to be like, I'm an independent woman. This is a struggle. This is very hard. Oh my God, this one's hard. This one's hard. It's a thick boy. That is a thick one. Took off a big old chonker here. So once I liked the shape, I added some wire and wrapped it around. This also added to the stability of the whole piece. And I thought that, you know, I would get fancy and try like that thing where you wrap the string around and create like a little web. But to be honest with you, my wreath was really big and I was really struggling with this. Like I probably would have just omitted this whole step without watching a tutorial. I was a little ambitious. But once you have the whole wireframe down and the whole shape of this guy, all you need to do is just glue stuff on. I started with the moss. I'm gonna focus the moss to cover up all the wire. This is gonna get messy again. Let's just glue. The wrapping is out of control with this giant wreath. Let me show you what I'm doing on this side. Kind of like peeling off some of them, and I'm gonna glue like little thinner pieces down so it looks more like it has already spread and not like I just slapped a big old chunk on it. You have green and purple moss. Guys, I can't wait to see all of your wreaths. Purple moss? I didn't know that was a thing. I think I'm done with the moss. So before I glued down my flowers, I decided to lay them out a little bit and kind of work from the back forward. So like if you want like flowers to be on the top, put those on last. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but it does make sense to kind of think of it as just layering the flowers and stacking them, and just like laying them out before you glue everything on. Also, you might want to get some help trying to cut some of these flowers off. The wire underneath them were like really, really hard to cut. I needed man hands. This is hard.
Let me get it.
Why can't I do this? I feel like I've done this before. You want to be my flower clipper?
Sure.
I require assistance. Hey, you did it.
That's one.
Thanks, babe.
How many more do you need?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
Okay, he's gonna be my cutter while I position. Maybe I can try and cut a different one. Yeah, just as much as you can. Gluing on all of the flowers was such a fun and relaxing process. It was literally just gluing things where you think they need to be and just adjusting it, looking at it kind of like far away, especially since mine was so big. It really did help to look at like the bigger picture rather than just staring down at it. This is one of those projects where you can just keep going with it. I've seen people hang chains from it, and I actually want to hang a chain in the center and put a piece of crystal on it and like wrap it in wire, but I definitely think those smaller details are easier to do once it's already hung, so it doesn't get all tangled. So I'm probably gonna add on to this now that I see it hanging on my door. But here is how the final wreath came out, and I love it. I had some friends come over and they saw it and they were like so blown away with how it looked and that I actually made it. So I definitely think that this project is so easy. It's like entry level easy. Anybody could do it. I think you all should make one because it's just such a unique piece to have on your door. And every time you go to your front door, you'll see this awesome wreath that you spent time on with your own hands. It's so satisfying. And now seems like a really good time for me to tell you about our sponsor. I'm excited to be partnering with Squarespace and show you the all-in-one platform to build and manage an online presence. Get started with a best-in-class website template to fit your needs. Shave off some additional time by browsing different categories to narrow them down. Track how your visits, unique visitors, and page views trend over time to help you gain insights on your top traffic sources. That way you can trim and refine your website and optimize traffic. Don't forget to link up your social media accounts so you can automatically push website posts to your favorite social media outlets. That way you can easily streamline all of your content. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/cupquake to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain using the code CupquakeHQ. Now that we've taken a little break, we can get back to our artwork with some fresh eyes. So the next project that I saw was this one where they made little planters out of those pumpkin little plastic pails. And I thought this was going to be so simple to do. I had planned for everyone to do this DIY, but when it came down to actually finding these pumpkins, I could not find them anywhere. Maybe it was too early. I literally went to like every single dollar store around me and I couldn't find them. So I found these skulls instead, and I thought I'm just going to swap out the skulls for this project and do a cool skull planter. And well, that really didn't pan out. I'm just gonna put the glue on this. I feel like this helps the skeleton instead of it being like plastic on plastic, especially since I spray painted it. There, I got it in. I need to re-glue a little portion of it. No, it's not staying in. Halloween! Okay, let me show you this. This is what we made earlier today. Oh, no, guys. I don't think this project is gonna work. He literally just fell. You know, when you do crafts live, you really can't edit that out. You see everything, all of the mistakes. So try not to panic on my live stream. I tried to think of a solution that I can do to close out this project. And I ended up just repurposing the skull. I had it already cut on the top and I decided let's make it a planter. And I tell you guys, Twitch chat has the best ideas. Chat actually recommended that I make this a hanging planter, and I thought that was so cool because it would look awesome with the chains and like a skeleton skull. It's already painted black. I love the idea, so I just ran with it and literally got these skulls from the dollar store, just spray painted them black, cut a hole, did a little, operation. And then I measured out my chains and just taped on the chains where I thought they were gonna go so I could get an idea of like the weight and when it was gonna hang. And once I found the placement, I got a little needle and heated it up with a lighter, poked it through the sides of the plastic, got the chain in there with some jump rings. And that honestly, the chain was like the hardest part from this whole process. And then we got to decorate. which is always my favorite part. I painted some gold accents. We got some moss. I had some crystals lying around that I actually glued in. And this guy came out so freaking cool. I can't wait to add some flowers into this. I'm probably going to use like these little plastic vials that I had and just put like cuttings in it. But this one came out so cool. You know, Bob Ross has always said there's no such things as mistakes. And the happy little accident of my initial project failing actually turned out to be something even cooler. Since I added a lot of weight with the crystals to the front of the skull, I will have to adjust it once I put in the plants. So I really think this one turned out cool. From this pumpkin idea to this guy, like, this is why I love arts and crafting so much, is because it came from the pumpkin idea and we made it our own. So cool. So this last project, I got inspired by this TikTok, and she found the skulls at the dollar store, and this is where I got the idea to cut out the top of the skull to create a planter out of. And of course, I wanted to put my own spin to this, and I thought it would be really cool to create a planter that had large butterfly wings behind it, because you guys, if you didn't know, I've been raising monarchs this whole summer and just been obsessed with butterflies. And I actually have a Halloween design that will be coming out this year that I sketched up with a skull that has big butterfly wings behind it. I'll put it on the screen just to show you a little behind the scenes of what's coming. But I thought this would be a super cute display, so I looked up how to actually create giant butterfly wings, and of course I found a YouTube video, so I'm gonna link to that one below. For this project, I used the same Dollar Tree skulls that I found. I kept them plain, I didn't spray paint them, and then I literally just used cellophane, which like the iridescent cellophane, butcher paper, hot glue, and fake flowers. Now, the thing that took the most time from this project was actually cutting out the butterflies. But if you have a Cricut, you could actually cut these out way more accurately and quicker. But I wanted to show this since I was having people follow me along on my live stream. I wanted to show them that you can literally do it with your hands and an X-Acto knife. So we just, you know, spent a little more time together cutting it out. It wasn't as precise, but if you're gonna make a lot of these, I would recommend, you know, a different method, because it was kind of wasting time. Nobody likes to do that, especially when we're Halloween decorating. So once I had everything cut out, I just sandwiched the cellophane in between the two set of wings that I had, and then I glued those wings to the actual little butterfly body. You probably could skip this step unless you want the antennas to stick out in the back of the skull, but you know, thought I would throw that out there. I also glued some wire on the top of the wings so that the wings are bendable and can hold their direction. And then just glue those wings onto the skull that you already have the head cut out. And I just placed some fake flowers in there, and oh my gosh, this project actually blew me away. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, look at her in all of her glory. So worth it. So those are the 3 Halloween DIY TikToks that I recreated. If you guys like this type of video, want me to do another one, leave a like on the video, comment down below which one is your favorite, and don't forget to send me pictures if you do recreate any of these projects using the hashtag CupquakeHQ, because I would love to see everything you do. Follow me over my Twitch so you guys could be involved in our community over there, and I will see you in the next video. It's Halloween season, baby! Woo! Bye!